Hey, Mr. Pros, I'm Spade here, and today this is the second video for the PPSH I'm going to be going over today. So basically, the video topic we're talking about is, should the PPSH return to Black Ops 3 Zombies? Now, like my other video where I was going over why I hate the Springfield, I'm going to be going over the pros and cons in the same aspect of it. But first, let's go over the pros because, the cup half full bullshit. Let's get started. So the pros of bringing the PPSH back would be the higher tech graphics. This is the one thing I personally feel that lots of people want to bring back when they think of bringing back the PPSH. They want the higher tech graphics because, as you guys can see, World at War, is, even though it's really good graphics for its time, or really, I don't know, let's just say it's really good graphics for its time. Now, like 7 years later, the graphics aren't that great compared to modern day games, so obviously bringing the PPSH back with higher graphics, higher, resolution, would be a better thing. Another big pro is simply the fact that people just want it back in a modern game now. In Black Ops 3 and all these other modern games now, people just want it back in because not a lot of people really got the chance to play World at War in its prime, and now that, with all the PPSH hype behind it, and most people probably don't really want to go and purchase World at War, so they can play with the PPSH, and you have to buy DLCs as well, which isn't really that great of a thing. Although if you buy it on Steam for $20, it comes with all the DLC. But anyways, I'm going off topic. So basically, they don't really want to do that. They already have the full copy of Black Ops 3. They have the season pass, so they don't need to buy DLC. It's already all purchased already. So all they need to do is just bring it back into a new map, and they don't need to buy anything, and they basically can play with the PPSH. So a modern game, it's in a newer game instead of an older game. That's a good thing, another up thing. And finally, and one of the bigger pros is just simply people just want it back. They want to see it back. They want to, just want to use it again, because not a lot of people, because YouTubers and just people who play Call of Duty Zombies don't always get the chance to go back to World at War, especially the really big YouTubers that do YouTube as a living. They do it for, to get pay and things like that. They don't really have the time to go back to World at War and play with the PPSH all the time. And unless they have a really good video idea in which involves the PPSH, they're most likely not going to be going back. And that's one reason why, probably one of the bigger reasons why people want the PPSH back, so they can actually play with it. YouTubers especially, they can just play with it, and along with that, do a video on that. Well, now let's get into the cons. The biggest con so far is Treyarch will change it. This is without a doubt. They're not going to take the exact same coding from World at War and put it into Black Ops 3. And I don't even know if that's even possible, because they have different they use different things than they did 7 years ago. Obviously, they don't have the same coding softwares and shit like that from 7 years ago. They have more, because all the softwares from 7 years ago are outdated, so they have the new softwares that that code their games now, that are modern. And because of that, they literally can't. It's physically impossible to bring back the PPSH exactly. So it's gonna look a little different, it's gonna feel a little different, it's gonna make different sounds. They might even have different other differences, which I'll get into this point. The next point is Treyarch will nerf it. Now, guns like the PPSH, are just so hyped up that, it's just such a good gun. People love it. It's so OP and it's a miracle Treyarch never, nerfed it when it was in its prime, and they won't nerf it now. But if they bring you back to Black Ops 3, it's not going to be the same gun in the aspect that it's going to be very, very different. Not only is the sound file going to be different, the rate of fire is probably going to be nerfed. It's probably going to have a terrible rate of fire, or an average for an SMG. But it's not going to be up to PPSH standards. which will really destroy the community as well, because no one's gonna, like, they have all this hype for this gun. Treyarch announces that they bring back the PPSH and DLC 3. It's gonna be so hyped up. Everyone's gonna buy DLC 3 just to come to find out that, yeah, the PPSH is not the same. It's very, very different. And the final con is simply, it's hyped up, and it's gonna ruin all the hype no matter what you say. The reason for this is simply because, like, I like the PPSH on World at War. It just goes to show, you know, how good it was. It's such a classic in World at War. But if they bring it back to Black Ops 3, it's gonna be different, and people are gonna feel different about this gun, because it's like, if you have too much of something, it kind of gets kind of boring. Like, if you get, like, let's say for example, like the ray gun. No one really likes the ray gun anymore, because it's on every single zombies map, in every single zombies game ever created, ever. And it's pretty shit in general. But as for the PPSH, it's so hyped up simply because it's only on 4 maps, and 4 maps only. No, sorry, 3 maps. Sorry, because I forgot it's not on Knockdown Totem. It's only on Verrückt, and it's literally only on 4 different maps. I mean 3. Sorry, I keep fucking up. But basically, it's literally only on 3 zombie maps, which just goes to show, just, you know, wouldn't it be better if it's just left on the 3 zombie maps it's on, instead of having to put it on these other zombie maps? It just, like, it'll ruin the gun a little. But anyways, guys, I hope you guys did enjoy my personal opinion on this. Yes, I really do hope they bring it back, because even though the cons are really up there, I'm sure if they bring it back, people will love it more than they will hate it, unless they really fuck it up. Anyways, goodbye and farewell.